corporate versus entrepreneurship is like checkers versus chess. The game board looks the same. The rules are completely different. So
what is your catchphrase quote that separates corporate from entrepreneurship?
I figured that's the one you're going for. I was like, I think one of the biggest ahas I made when I transitioned from corporate to entrepreneurship is corporate versus entrepreneurship is like checkers versus chess. The game board looks the same. The rules are completely different. So for those of you who have made the leap into the entrepreneur game or the digital marketing game and are learning how to navigate this whole online space, like if you come in with this corporate mindset, you will, for me, I was like great in corporate. I'm going to be great in this. No, you will fail. So it's just like playing board games. You have to learn the rules of a new game and then you layer on your skill set. So it's not foregoing where you were. It's about how that skill set can complement and enhance your strategy with the game you're playing.
That is an awesome little like snippet right there. Let's dive into that a little bit more because when I left corporate as well. My corporate was a little bit different. I was in restaurants. I worked for Vail Resorts. When I left, I was like, I know how to do this. This is going to be great. And I thought the skill was the thing. And of course, I fell flat on my face. And I had to relearn everything. So like, talk to us a little bit. Like, what was your journey like? Like, what happened when you quit your job? Walk us through that.
You know, I think the hardest part was at first it was, I guess there's a lot of different ways I can take this. Coming from corporate, when you're in corporate, I knew what value was. I knew when I created something that it was something of value. So the second I like handed it over to the client, like I knew that this thing was valuable. And when I transitioned over into entrepreneurship and everyone's like, you want to produce something that's value to your audience. You want to produce like my calibration of what value was. And it's such a vague concept of like, go make something of value because what's valuable to you is not what's valuable to me. Like it may be, but it could be very different. So that threshold of like, what is value in this game of entrepreneurship is like, I can produce something that would have been so much value in the corporate world, but it would have been like overwhelming and irrelevant in the entrepreneur realm. So that was kind of like the balance that I had to think about was that it's a very different way of how you speak. It's a very different way of how you operate a business. In corporate, there is usually a ladder or a corporate structure. If something goes wrong, you have an HR department to reach out to. In entrepreneurship, you can be the king of your mountain and run things however you want to. And I, as a customer of your product, it doesn't matter how I feel. Whereas like there's a lot more protection of the people you serve in the corporate realm. And entrepreneurship, you are able to run your business however you want to run it, whether people like it or not.
I mean, that's one of the things. There are a couple of things in there we can unpack. One of the biggest ones for me when I left was when I was in corporate, I had clear goals defined by the people above me. And then I was given the freedom to reach those goals. When I entered entrepreneur world, it was, well, this is my goal, I think. And quickly the goal changed, right? Like things moved around inside of that goal. And I feel like so many people I talk to say, well, I just start spinning my wheels. I don't know who I'm serving. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Like, I just feel overwhelmed and I feel all the stuff. And I feel like that's kind of what happens, right?